the way in which my level of happiness in general has improved in the last 24 months is like palpable. You know, some of my biggest inspirations are film directors, people like Oliver Stone, who directed that Vietnam movie Platoon, and that's a good point, because channel size doesn't necessarily correlate at all to earnings.
Right, so this is one of our long form videos. I'm sitting down today with Sam, who is my oldest and dearest friend. I've known Sam for about 15 years now. A little bit too long, you think?
It's about time to wrap it up, I reckon, don't you think?
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for meeting us. Cheers.
Cheers for inviting us to your lovely pool.
So Sam has a YouTube channel called Adrift. It's a very successful channel. He has 16,000 subscribers. And what I would consider a successful channel. The views are exceptional for a channel of your size. And you've been at it full time for coming on 2 years now, but you've been doing it for longer than that.
I had the benefit of having played around with videos before I started YouTube. You know, silly ones. What did I did probably, I mucked around for a year before I came to Thailand and did it seriously.
I think longer than that, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 2 years of fluffing around.
So, I don't know if you know, but you're only a few days off 2 years from moving out here.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I just deep dug back.
Wow. Oh, through probably your phone photo?
I just looked on your channel.
Because Adam met me at the airport with a sign that said,
this is a terrible idea.
This is a terrible idea. And I'm still on the fence about that. But here we are.
Yeah, so yeah, a few days short of 2 years ago, Sam moved here, not originally to pursue YouTube full time, but that was definitely the long-term plan. Prior to that, he'd come here for a few different holidays and was making videos. And I think every time you came back and shot more videos, you were getting better views and the channel was getting more traction and people were getting to know you a little more.
Every holiday, I got more and more views and subscribers before I even moved here and did it full time.
That's right. So that's the introduction. Let's go hard. So when you first moved here to pursue YouTube, what was your idea of success?
Shit, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to ponder on this one.
So for me, I'll give you an example. For me, all I wanted, all I ever wanted to do was to be able to monetize traveling. So I wanted to be free and travel and find a way to make money doing that. For my YouTube goals, I just wanted 1,000 US a month. I figured if I can make 1,000 US a month, I can live on that.
And that's the difference between you and me. You're so much more structured in your approach to things. You came to Thailand in a different headspace to me, somewhat. You came with a goal in mind, right? And you'd sort of set, I assume you'd sort of set some parameters. It doesn't matter. But when I arrived here, my YouTube career and my leaving my home country are so inextricably attached, particularly at the beginning, right? I wanted to leave Australia. I was desperate. I was burnt out from this 7-year job that I had. And so I was more focused on just getting the hell out of Dodge, coming to Thailand, settling here, and honestly worrying and thinking about long-term income and a YouTube goal and numbers and statistics was not even it wasn't even on my mind. That's how wishy-washy my entrance, my foray into this whole thing has been. I had no plan.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
Well, it worked out. So fast forward, it worked out. So early on, you had a job here to supplement your income and to be a YouTuber. And you eventually pulled the plug on that and went YouTube full time. You want to talk about the reasons behind pulling the plug? Was that, and in hindsight, was that a really wise decision? It has worked out, but there was a chance that it wasn't going to. Do you think your channel was ready, and were you ready to make that transition from working into being a full-time YouTuber?
Gosh, no. Gosh, no. Because, and here's the thing that I've really struggled with. Adam will back me up here. When I had a job here, when I was working in the bar, I had a start time and a finish time. I had to show up, or I get sacked every day. I had set hours, right? So obviously, if you're doing YouTube, you work for yourself. There's no set hours. There's just a gaping chasm of no money at the end of the month if you don't hook in every day, or at least make the time for it. And I think you've probably watched me, tell me if I'm wrong, I think you have watched me at times flounder and struggle with the allocating 8 hours a day like you would in a normal job. That was your benchmark, right? You said, look, Sam, where you're going wrong here is if you want to succeed, you really have to treat it like a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Obviously you can vary the hours, but if I was to do things over now, I would be far more rigid in my, okay, get up at 9 a.m. and spend 8 hours on this, get it done, and then finish the project, and then have downtime. Leaving that job and expecting that I could carry myself with YouTube income was a stupid idea, really, in hindsight. Working here, working at the bar, it was so exhausting that it was interrupting my sleep and my energy levels like across the entire week. So I was struggling to make videos here. I made very few. And I remember you hounding me saying, Sam, you have to fit this into your schedule. You know, it wasn't a wise decision, but that's classic Sammy. You know, just when your back's against the wall, then let's just cross our fingers and hope for the best. And I'll tell you what, I got lucky, because the same time I quit the bar, I shacked up with my Thai ex-girlfriend.